Flightboss, bitch. Whew. I don't even think it's 9 yet. I think it might be 9 now or something like that. Yeah. Alright, we into this shit now. We finna get to the shit now. I had to do the first couple videos to, you know what I'm saying, to get the meat, the situation out. Just to start, you know, to get my feet wet. Because I've been trying to do this shit so long with just music. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time to put it in form and manifest it in another way. For people to connect with my music a lot better. And if you need the same connection, I'm finna put you on to some game. It's something you need to know. It's 2014. This is some shit you need to know. If you want to make it in the music, and you make music, it's 2014. You're not gonna be able to make it the same way niggas was making it before 2012. You're just not. Any rapper, any musician, any movie person, anybody who come out nowadays, they ain't gonna be able to come out the way they did back then. So if there is anybody out who's about to blow up now or coming out now, they already know exactly everything I'm talking about. And if they don't, you'll see it. One hit wonders, all that shit. They're gonna be coming and going. So you always gonna have those. But you know what I'm saying? This the shit on it. Now, this whole shit is built on law of attraction and all that shit. So, nigga, you gonna have to need to know what you are. You gonna have to know what you is. And not just your fucking newspaper and reading the motherfucking astrology zodiac, and just your motherfucking sun sign. Not just that shit. You gonna have to need what you are. You gonna have to need to know what you are. You gonna have to need to know what your strengths. You gonna have to need to know what your weaknesses is. And that's the only way you're gonna be able to build and have longevity and do anything in life. Nobody said you had to be the most popular person in the world. But whatever you do, you gotta make sure you do that at the highest level. So if first you're gonna have to get your natal chart done. You gotta get your natal chart done. So you know what I'm saying? Once you do that, if you got a weak ass natal chart, and everything just suck, be a weak ass person at the highest level. But if you do it at the highest level, you still gonna receive blessings. Just understand what title you put on being weak. That's just whatever in your life. If you see something that you think is weak, I need you to understand that's a contract that you signed a long time ago saying that you was gonna think this such and such was weak. So it's up to you if you wanna take that contract to court and get that shit sponged out or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. You got the power to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you might have to. Your path might be a little longer than someone else's. It might take you a little longer. You might got a lot more contracts that you gotta clear up and get taken care of and fulfill before you can step on your next journey. But let's get into it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm a motherfucking. Now I make music. Let me tell you a little about myself. I make music, but I always did it at the highest level. Throughout the years, I just started learning about myself of why I did it at the highest level. Now, once I reached that peak, my higher self told me this is game I have to give to other people because now I understand what's going on. So I can't be in the shoes of a person that blew up already on Earth or a person that did that, because it took every situation that's happening to me for me to be here saying what I'm saying right now. And this must have been knowledge or game I needed. So I gotta see this. So you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, you know what I'm saying, just make sure you know what you is. You know what I'm saying? So, and you will never feel down why you ain't somewhere that you think you're supposed to be. Because remind you, anything you do, you sign up for a contract. If you putting yourself down because you don't see yourself on stage with some of your idols or themselves saying, remember, you signed the contract saying that if I ain't there, I'm going to feel this way. But you didn't have to sign that contract. And this is why everybody need to know the fuck they are, and everybody need to know they shit. Know your shit, nigga, and you'll be the most powerful nigga in the motherfucking world. Because if you obtain your real knowledge, the knowledge you'll be getting won't be from this world. I don't get my information from here. I just live here. This is my human side. I'm a human being. So my human self living here, I'm full aware of my being self. But everybody's not. You know what I'm saying? But by me doing that, I could understand how to connect mind, body, and soul. And your mind, body, and soul could go into many kind of things. I could present a bunch of contracts right now to tell y'all where that can go, but right now we on this subject. That's a different video. This subject right now, we gonna put it in this form. A lot of niggas who, this information you gonna get from me, you ain't gonna get from nobody. Nobody. You can't type in nobody on the internet, because I ain't get this information from nobody. I got this information from somewhere else. Pilotman gave Doelow this information, and Doelow strives to be the Pilotman every day. That's why Doelow wrote down on paper and rap about being a Pilotman every day. Doelow is the Pilotman, that's why I'm this. Doelow the Pilotman, that's why his YouTube page is called that. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit right here. Now I'm gonna put it in terms like this. If you want to think about astrology and shit like that, then you gotta know what you is. So if you wanna really connect mind, body, and soul, then this is how you do it. Your sun sign, right? Understand. Reason why you resonate so much with that is that's your body. And if you don't understand your being side, you just understand your human side, you're going to most resonate with that. So you're going to be a type of person going to run towards all the newspapers, run towards Facebook, run towards Twitter, Instagram to see your horoscope and shit like that. But I'm letting you know right now, that's really not the real shit. And when you really get into it, you really know that. You know what I'm saying? And the information you'll start be receiving is from yourself that was always there with you, but you didn't know how to communicate with it. Your human part didn't know how to communicate with your being self. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to connect mind, body, and soul, check this out. Your sun sign, that's your body. Your moon sign, that's your mind. Your rising sign, that's your soul. So don't let no astrologer out here tell you that your moon sign is your soul, because they try to attach your feelings and shit with your soul and then say your Leo is your appearance. No, they fucking it up. They mixing it up. These are people who was taught by other people. But when you get the knowledge from the actual source, this is the way it go. The reason why people, when they first meet you, they see you as your rising sign, is because that's your soul. You can't help but to be that. It's only when a person get to know you, you start showing them your sun sign, your body, and you start showing them your moon sign. It's because you start building up bricks to block your soul. A person higher being can see it, but lower vibrational people might not know what they seeing all the time. So they just attracted to you and don't know why they attracted to you. But once a person starts to get to know you, then they might start feeling like, well, he ain't like how, or she ain't like how I thought she was when I first, or just that a third. It's not that. It's just you see their soul. But an astrologer try to tell you that they just see your rising sign and that's as far as it go because of how you was dressing. No, the reason why your rising sign, a person can't help but to see that on first impression is because that's who you is. You can't help to do that. You can't help to be that. That's your soul. That's the light that glow around you. You can't help but to be that. So when a person start to get to know you, they start seeing the roles you're playing. So your body, your sun sign, that's the role that your soul choose to play. So just look at it like this. Your soul, your rising sign, that's your soul. It jumped down here and got into the time and it got mixed up. So it jumped it jumped from the constellation through the rotations of the planets. The rotation of the planets and shit caused it to create time and motion and this aspect to get to this aspect, caused all that. All this is formating you. The family you born in, that's just the DNA and the shit that your soul that your soul figured out the code that it had to jump through for it to experience. This is the code that it signed up to jump through for that specific soul experience. So it jumped down here, mixed in, and then once you got almost to Earth and the sun got involved, the time you was born, that's when the sun got involved. So that constellation, whatever, that's when you was born. That's your sun sign. And then where the moon was at, that's how you're gonna think. That's where the moon was at when you was born. The constellation and the moon was in. So when your soul rising, when your rising sign loop down from the eastern side of the map, from just our perspective on Earth. If you somewhere else, it's not gonna be from the sun not gonna be rising from there. But you still, that's how you jump down to get on Earth. So when you jump down, you mixed all up, and then the final shit was how you gonna act and how you react. That's the sun trait, how you act, and the moon trait is how you react. The final process, once you jump through the planets and shit swirled down from your soul and mixed all in for your soul to get manifested, you went through the sun, you got the final stages, the sun stage, how you gonna act, and the moon stage, and how you gonna react. And once that did that little motion, boom, you was born. You took your first breath. That photograph that was up there, you jumped, your rising sign was your soul. The sun sign was the role that your soul wanted to play when you was here, and your moon sign was how you gonna think about it in the first place. How you gonna think about the role you playing. So me, I'm an Aries sun, a Sagittarius moon, a Leo rising. So when you first meet me, you're gonna automatically see the sun. I'm gonna automatically shine. I'm gonna automatically, because that's just who I am. That's where it came from. That's where my soul came from. But once you start to get to know me and see the things I'm doing to shine, you're going to see that I'm always trying to be first at something. I always got to be hands-on. I always got to do it. I always got to have that's why I got 2,000 songs. That's why I got 700 videos. That's why I don't care how many views they got. I just got to make sure I reach the accomplishment I got, whatever like that. That's the role I wanted to play as a Leo. That Aries role. That's what I wanted to experience. But the way how I think about it when I'm doing it, it's Sagittarius. I think about it in a Sagittarius way. So yeah, I got 700 videos. Yeah, I got 1,000 songs, but they all on some Sagittarius shit because that's how I thought about it to put it there. So the Aries of me, the sun sign, put it out. The Sagittarius put out the content of what I was putting out, and my Leo is what's going to make it shine, what's going to make it out there. So it's good to know these things. And then once you know your houses and then know all this shit, you dealing with some motherfucking power, nigga. Like, look, check this out, nigga. I wrote my whole chart out, my nigga. Look, this is how I'm gonna blow. You gotta write out your chart. Put what planets lies in what houses, what sign is in that house, and what planet ruled that sign, and where that planet at, and what house that's in. You gotta know all this shit. This is some serious shit, man. Look, check this out. This is all my failures and my succeeds. And once I know my failures, I know when it's coming, and I know how to handle it in a succeeding way. Check this out, man. I got like a little long chart. Check this out. This is my path. It wouldn't have been my path if I always knew this path, but until I seen it, it resonated with me, and now I'm for sure that's my path. If it would have told me something else, then whatever I did before led me up to see that it showed me something else, and I would have been on that path. But it didn't show that. It showed me this, what I've been on already before I knew about this shit. Check this out. It say, you will connect with. Now, once you put all your shit in places, you write out your own script and what it's telling you. Once you understand what all the planets mean, what everything mean, you write out your own script of where everything, your house, where your photograph when you was born, you write out what everything is, what that's telling you for your chart. This is what mine's telling me from my perspective of me learning all this shit. It say, you will connect with people through wisdom. Success through personal relations. I wrote this out myself. Nobody did my chart. Nobody did nothing. When you understand everything on your own and you get the knowledge from other places, you can piece everything up your goddamn self. And write out whatever they say your goddamn self. And it be goddamn true, nigga. Like, look, I have much wisdom and will be given much more. I do things based on a personal connection with things. You will connect with people in a public way. This is how I wrote it. This is how Pilotman wrote it to Doelow. So when I woke up, and I wrote it, I'm like, damn, thank you, Pilotman. You hate being in routine. Shit, Doelow do. My wisdom makes me creative. People will see me as someone with wisdom. Your creativity should be a routine. So look, up there was just telling me I hate being in routine. So Pilotman telling me I hate being in routine. I do. But look, right here, Pilotman telling me is your creativity should be a routine. So that helped me in life. That made me be like, okay, fuck that contract I just signed about hating being in routine. Let me sign a new contract. You know what? I love being creative. So if my higher self gonna tell me to be in routine, that's how I'm gonna be creative. That's a good ass contract. Boom. You tend to believe no one is like you. My wisdom comes from my routine. You're going to blow up. So if I want wisdom, I better do what I hate doing. You're going to blow up in a public way. You will be looked up to and shine. I have deep thoughts in my emotions and it gets frustrating. You react to how you think. Work hard on your creativity. So it's telling me Pilotman is telling me to work hard on my creativity, and it's saying my creativity is coming from routine. So everything is pointing to I have to work hard at something. You know what I'm saying? This is how you get yourself. This is how you know yourself, my nigga. I love y'all. Look, you react to how you think, work hard on your creativity, learn to be yourself creatively. I had a lot of problems with that early in life. You know how you like sometimes you feel like you have to be a certain way because one thing is hot, so you think you have to be that way for you to be hot. It's not like that. And Pilotman told myself that once you get into yourself, you'll know that shit. It's gonna tell you all the shit, man. You know, nobody got to tell you about yourself. You should already know about it, man. Look, okay. It say you have a very deep creative process. Use your routine for logical reasons. Act on your wisdom. You will benefit from public. Now this is my motherfucking road that I gotta walk. And every day is gonna be hard for me to walk it, but that let me know I'm walking the right way. Know what I'm saying? Shit ain't easy. Shit ain't easy. Like I just signed up for a motherfucking look, I just had a motherfucking dream, right? And I told y'all in the last video I just performed for Universe Records, right? And it woke me up, right? And when I woke up, I was like, you know what? I want to perform that here. You know what I'm saying? I jumped on the internet, went on Google, and I live in Youngstown, Ohio. I typed in Youngstown open mic for a whole week. I went straight to it. It took me straight to a motherfucking website on Google. Had the dude number and everything, and it had for a whole week. For a whole week, every other day. It's every 2 days. It started on the 11th. What's today? I think today the 7th. It started on the 11th. So that's it's the 11th. Then the next one is the 13th. Then the next one is the 15th. And it's a whole row. You think I ain't gonna call that motherfucker? That shit's crazy. And I'm finna do the song I performed for Universe Records. So I guess the universe told me, okay, once you just manifest it here too, for you can align both of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I need to know now. You know what I'm saying? So and it's like right downtown. Shit crazy, nigga. I've been doing that for this long, and universe see that I got managers though. I got all kind of managers and shit. Universe Records be showing me shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't signed to Universe Records yet. You know what I'm saying? They want me to see a bunch of shit first. But I got management and shit. Like they showing me shit. That's crazy though. I just seen that though. But yeah. So I'm gonna be performing that song I did for Universe Records. I'm gonna be performing that on Earth at Barley's 5 times every other day. That same song, and it's gonna start March 11th at Barley's on Federal Street, Youngstown, Ohio. I call Ohio Ohio. So on the 11th, the 13th, the 15th, and the 17th on Federal Street. That's right downtown. If you live in the Youngstown area, come check your boy out. I already performed this song though. I made $1 million off this song already. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got management off of Universe Records. But yeah, I'm about to manifest that shit here though, cause it told me do that tour here too. You know what I'm saying? So check your boy out though. But if y'all niggas really want to know how the fuck, and I'm gonna get deeper in future videos, but these are just the first things. These are just the first things you need to understand if you really want to know what to rap about and how to be at whatever aspect you do if you try to make music. And if you try to be a movie actor, actress, anything you try to get into, once you know yourself and got and written out everything in your path, then you should go through everything smoothly and reach the top and reach all your goals you was trying to reach. It should be like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Flightboss, bitch.